It's another beautifully warm July day and I'm here in Clipson Old Quarter again. I'm going to cover quite a big area of the forest today, and presently I'm about 50 yards away from the centre tree. Now the idea and plan of this video is the same as yesterday's, the video which you may well have just seen, and that's to try and see and maybe even obtain some footage of a Sherwood Forest Purple Emperor butterfly. Now, about 10-15 minutes ago, I met up with Nick and Samantha Brownlee up at the centre tree. And not long after that, we did have a male Purple Emperor flying around us briefly up at the top at Clipson Old Quarter. We've moved down to another area now, and it's an undisclosed area. I don't really want to give the exact location away, but it's to check on any development to the Purple Emperor pupa that I featured in the previous video to this one. Now, when I looked at it and filmed it yesterday, I was under the suspicion that it might hatch today. Now, Nick and Sam are already there having a look at it. So, it's time to see what the verdict is. Is it still unhatched, or do we have another Purple Emperor at loose in Sherwood Forest? Well, finally found a Sherwood Forest Purple Emperor, and this is the butterfly that's emerged from the pupa that I showed you in the last video, and it's took a liking to this rather strange chap that just happens to be wandering by, whoever he is. It's obviously an hour or two out. I'm surprised it's not flown off, and we still don't know whether it's male or female yet. Well, it turns out this Purple Emperor has better taste than I thought it had, because it's made the long distance flight of about 2 feet from Nick's arm to my chest. Can't stay here all day though, can it? As happy as I am to see this beautiful butterfly sat on my chest, I'd still like to see it flying around the treetops or perched on some dung somewhere, rather than this strange situation. Time to see if it'll fly. These butterflies are as beautiful on the underside as they are on the upper side, and this one's settled down quite nicely now. It's made a couple of short flights of a few feet, and that's the kind of thing you'd expect from a butterfly that's only recently emerged, probably within the last hour. And remarkably, there's a second individual fluttering around quite weakly, almost post-emergent, at the top of the tree that was stood underneath. This is just a sheltered ride. It's not very often I can say I'm right, but I was right in that it did emerge the next day. We're very, very lucky to have caught this butterfly though, because it's late morning now, and usually these butterflies are early risers out of the pupa. But what a fabulous thing. And there we go, look, she's just opened her wings again. What a fabulous insect. And for Nick and Samantha Brownlee, this must be a very special moment. It is for me. I would have been quite happy with just a brief treetop glimpse, which I've had this morning. But to be holding a truly wild female Purple Emperor such as this is just the most magnificent thing. But here we go again. This is one of those moments that only nature can give you, and it's only one of those moments that you get when you put the hours in, and that's what Nick and Samantha have done tirelessly for months I've been watching this as a larva, and here it is as a post-emerging adult. She may well be getting ready to fly. These are enormous butterflies. Another Silverwash artillery knocking around here. They're proving to be well spaced apart but widespread. No big numbers, it's all sort of singles in different areas. But what a fantastic morning it's been so far. The sun is higher in the sky now and it's beautifully warm. There's quite a pleasant breeze. I've just walked from the Thinghow area. I'm working my way back up towards the junction of the Blackpool Plantation and Clipston Old Quarter, and I'm going to walk along the top path, because when I first met Nick and Sam earlier on today at the junction where I put 2 lots of bait down yesterday morning, we did have a male purple emperor actively flying around, and it did settle in the treetops on 2 occasions before flying past us. That was my purple emperor ambition achieved. But to then go on and find that that pupa that I recorded yesterday had indeed emerged this morning, and that the adult butterfly was sat there and just behaved so impeccably, was quite remarkable. That's a sighting and a record that will live with us till the day I die. It's one of those unique moments that only nature can provide. But as I said, now it's a slow walk up under some majestic, mature, very old sweet chestnuts and oaks up to that top path. And we'll see if we can get any more sightings of either Silverwash artillery or purple emperor. I doubt, unless it's a male sat on the ground allowing close approach, that I'll get any better footage than what you've just watched. Well, I've returned back up to the top path and centre trees just along there, and it's time to have a steady wander back towards the car and home. It's fantastic to be out in a glorious bit of woodland such as we have here at Sherwood Forest, but you have to be careful of the sun, because the sun is very strong. Say it's a clear atmosphere again, so the sun is especially keen. But yet another fantastic day, a day that's filled with memories of virtually handling a wild purple emperor. One recently emerged less than an hour after being found, and one extremely reluctant to want to fly. But that memory will live long and linger personally for me, and I'm sure it will for Nick and Sam, and it was nice that we were all there to enjoy such a fantastic memory as that. But it's time now to head home from this wonderful habitat. It really is becoming quite the haven for butterflies and moths. How this place has changed, and it has changed for the better. A lot of these tracksides, they never had this floral diversity before. It's wonderful to see large stands of bramble like this attracting so many butterflies, even though the majority of butterflies are attracting are common. Interspersed in amongst the more common fare are some terrific rarities.